In this video, I'll walk you through the YouTube matrix. So we'll go with the impressions, the AVD, average view duration, and the views, and also the watch time, and anything you might expect as a great YouTube video about matrix. We're going to go into my YouTube studio, completely transparent here. You can even see how much money I made in the last 90 days with my channel that has 11,000 followers as an educational challenge. And I had this question, and I'll try to break down which metric you should aim for and what I realized with two years of full-time YouTube. All right, so let's start with impressions. So let me just find any video. Let's take a video here. This one, right? It's my most popular long-form video. So what is an impression? This video has a 1.1 million impressions, right? And an impression is the total numbers of times your video thumbnail was shown to viewers since the video was published, right? Let me illustrate here. I go to YouTube, and right now I'm giving impressions to all of these people, right? Miss Monique here, I'm giving her an impression, and I'm scrolling down and I'm giving impressions to all of these people, right? So I'm not clicking on their videos, so their click rate is going down, right? Their click rate is going down because I'm not clicking on this video. If I'm clicking on this video here from Think Media, by the way, great channel to learn YouTube. That's where I learned everything for my YouTube channel. I click on there and boom, I gave them a click, right? A view. I gave them a view. So what's going on behind the scenes in their YouTube studio? You can see that the impressions went up by 1 and their click rate was 100% for this impression, right? And so impression, every time your video is shown, either on the home screen here, on the sidebar right here, you see there are some videos. I'm giving impression to these guys right now, right? And there's maybe a threshold like 1 or 2 seconds. I'm not too sure about this part, but like I'm giving impression to these guys and actually not clicking on these videos. So their click rate is going down if I'm not clicking. It's going up if I'm clicking, right? So that's the part of the impressions, right? And this number can be driven by many things, right? The better your video is, the more it's going to get shown to some people, right? So if I have a video that has a click rate of 0.0001%, which is really bad, it's not getting shown, right? Also the topic. This topic here is Copilot for beginners. And I'm kind of early on this topic, right? So it's going to get shown to people that has the interest of Copilot for beginners because it's a large topic. And there's many other facts. I will stay like to like right here. I can't talk this morning. I won't go deeper because I don't want to mess you up. Just understand impression is driven by your video performance, your video topic, and also where it was shown. And if the less people click, the less impressions it's going to get because YouTube is just going to take for granted that according to these signals, the video is crap, right? So you'll always want to make your best video and make the best thumbnail because, you know, if people don't click, they don't watch. YouTube is a click and watch platform. Now let's get to the click rate, right? The click rate is a percentage. So it's pretty simple. In this case, if my video was shown to 100 people, 4.8 people clicked on it. Let's say 5 people, okay? So if my video was shown to 100 person, 4.8 out of 100 clicked on the video and started watching, which give the views. Impression times the click rate give the views. That's the reach matrix right here, right? Now, how can you measure these click rate? That's important, but not at the same time, okay? Let me illustrate here. So when I first started YouTube, I was obsessed about my click rate. I was obsessed about my click rate. And the reality is, when you first start YouTube, he doesn't know what your video is about. He doesn't know your audience. So what's going to happen is like, by instance, I was doing Microsoft Excel videos when I first started. My video was pushed to a lot of people that had no interest in Microsoft Excel. What will happen? My impressions will go up and my click rate very low because if I'm showing, I don't know, someone that is 79 years old, a Microsoft Excel video, this person is not working, he's not using Excel anymore, like it will never click, right? So my click rate was very, very low because YouTube was not actually pushing my video to the right audience because it didn't know who my audience was. So if you're just starting YouTube, I want to encourage you to just keep posting, make sure your thumbnail is the best so people click. Make sure your thumbnail match your title, so and your hook deliver on this title and thumbnail so people keep watching, and it gives great signal to YouTube, right? So click rate, again, it's for 100 impressions, how many people click, right? So in this case, for 100 people, 4.8 people clicked on my video, right? Whew, already a lot of knowledge here, right? So we went through the impressions, the CTR, and you know what's really important here in this case is that it's really hard to compare your click rate, right? Honestly, I would focus my metrics on the watch time, right? Because people want people to watch. YouTube want people to watch because if they watch, then they can run more ads, right? That's a ads platform, advertising platform. So basically, what you will want to aim for is watch time, which is a combination of everything. Basically, you will need to get great click rate, great impressions, and great views, and you will want to people to stick on your video, right? That's really important. Um, but let me get back to the impression click rate here. For your impressions, you don't really care. Your click rate, you care a little bit, and you can actually benchmark between your videos. And let me just show you something here. I will go into the advanced mode. They changed it all. It's a real mess. Let me just go to analytics here and to the advanced mode. And here you go, right? So I will filter right here to the left on the content type long form videos because I only want to talk about long form in this video here. And I will filter by click rate here in the last 90 days, right? Because what you want to do, especially when you first start, you basically don't really want to watch your click rate. I don't think it means anything. And your click rate will be very high depending on the type of the video. If your video is more search intended, in this case here, how to install Copilot in PowerPoint is something you're going to search, right? And if my thumbnail is really clear and in the video I deliver on what I said that video will be about, this video is 3 minutes. And what can you expect when you click? What do you think? I'll show you how to install Microsoft Copilot in PowerPoint, right? That's it. No fluff, nothing else. So this click rate right here is freaking high, 23%. It's high for me. And how do I compare my click rate? I compare with my other videos that are the same type. If I want to know if these click rates are great, I compare them with the same type of video. All of my search videos should be around 20%, as you can see here. So if I have another search video, which, this one here, 17%, maybe the thumbnail could be improved, right? So you will want to compare your click rates with some of your own videos, not the videos of your neighbor, right? Like, we don't care. Like, focus on your stuff. Anyways, there's no like, what is a good click rate? It depends. It depends, right? So it depends. Whew. And then like for me, a great click rate on a search-based video is around 20%. So I should aim for that. And then if I go to my other video, well, my average is 5%, which is for me decent. And it's a tough metric to measure because as your impression goes up, let me just take some other videos. As your impression goes up, YouTube will push your video. It's not actually what it's doing, but let's say YouTube is pushing your video to some people that might be interested. Your impressions will go up and your click rate will go down normally. And you might sometimes have a little bubble that says, hey, YouTube is your topic is more broadly interesting to more people, so your click rate might be lower, but this is normal because we're showing it to more people, right? So click rate, I don't really like it, but you have to optimize for that. How do you do that? You make a great video, and the topic must deliver on the title and thumbnail, and you must retain your people, right? So we went through impressions, which is every time your video is shown in the feed, either on the sidebar, either on the home page, either anywhere. And we went through the CTR, right? So impression times CTR equal views. And let me show you something. Let me show you something crazy. This is where I think a lot of beginners make the mistake of doing a lot of editing and a lot of they're optimizing for retention when they first start, when you should be spending 80% of your time on this here, the thumbnail, the title, and the hook, right? And this is where it's going to do some magic for you. You will want this watch time, the watch hours, to eventually monetize your channel to be as high as possible. And how to do that? It's not by doing flashy edits and being like Mr. Beast. Like, I'm talking for educational channel here, but like when I first started, I was doing videos really, oh, I'm going to edit fast. It's going to, through this, people want to learn. And they are not at my level in Excel or Copilot, by instance. So like they are more beginner. So I need to actually make the best video for them to learn greatly, right? Make it fun, make it slow, like great pacing. Like it's so important. At first I was going blah 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 so fast, and like I was doing these flashy edits while I should have spent 80% of my time on my thumbnail, title, and hook, which will drive more retention, right? Retention is this right here. Look at this video. This video is 2 hours, right? 1 hour 52. The average percentage view, we don't really care. YouTube want TOP, as Sean Cannell says from Think Media, time on platform. And look at this. In this case, 89% of my viewers are still watching the video around 30-second marks. And I probably want to let you listen. Maybe I can shut down my music here. I can't really find it. Here we go. I want you to listen to the hook of this video. I want you to listen to the first 30 seconds of this video. So let me just see here. How is this video titled? Microsoft Copilot Full Course for Beginners 2025. I think this is really clear. Look at this thumbnail. Microsoft Copilot Full Course 2025. Let's watch the first 30 seconds together. Here we go. All right, I'm 37 seconds in, and basically the only thing I did is reassured the person that clicked on this video that what he or she is gonna get is actually what they clicked for. So what's going on? They're going to stay, right? And that's it. I didn't say, welcome, I'm David. I like turtles and I like to cook lasagnas. Like, trim the fluff, guys. It's the first 30 seconds that are important. And if you mess up during your video, it's fine. You don't need to edit it out. Like, it's fine. You know, it's fine. Just value people's time and be natural, be authentic. So in this case, I think this video is a success for me because first, it brought me 1.5K in a 90 days period. It's only been 90 days that this was out. This is going to be like one of my first video at 100K, by the way, which I think is crazy. And all of that was just by making sure that my title, thumbnail, hook was great. So people will watch for at least 12 minutes. And 12 minutes out of 2 hours is great. Imagine I was able to keep people in average 42,700 people in average for 12 minutes. And you know what? YouTube likes that. That's amazing, right? So what you should do for your retention, I always tell to people, if you're just starting with YouTube and you want to have a bigger average view duration, make sure your hook is bigger, make sure your hook is on point, make sure your hook is great, and make sure your packaging overall is great. So we went through the AVD, the impressions, the CTR, and basically that's it, guys. You want to aim for watch time. You want to aim for watch time with your videos. And how do you get watch time? By having high impression, by having a great video idea, and by having a great CTR. See here how my CTR is low here. my click-through rate is low because I have a lot of impressions here already, and I'm not even worried. I'm not even worried because this video is ranked in YouTube search and Google search, and it's doing well. So if it's not broken, don't fix it. I won't do anything else. I think it's clear. Could my thumbnail be better? Maybe. Will it really impact the CTR? Maybe it will impact the CTR, but maybe it will lower the average view duration. If I try to go too clever with my thumbnail, maybe it's going to get more clicks, but people will actually watch less because it's not what they expected from the video, right? So you want to clearly balance clarity and cleverness. I will 100% go for clarity every time on your thumbnails, and yeah, that's it. What else I could talk about the metrics, right? Let's maybe watch a few of my metrics here in the analytics YouTube Studio, and oh yeah, let's explain how the YouTube Studio work and how often should you look at your analytics, right? So first thing first, this is what you get when you're clicking on your YouTube Studio into analytics. I watch them way too often. By the way, guys, I'm an accountant. I was specialized in financial planning analysis, which is looking at charts and graphs like that every day of my life. So I like this part of the thing. And I'll show you one tool in a few minutes. I hope I don't forget that I've built when I was first starting my YouTube channel that maybe you'll be interested in. So basically, green is good, right? So that's pretty cool. Here you have the overview, channel overview. Channel views were up 270% in the last 28 days. More people are watching from YouTube search results. Super cool. So we have the views here, which, views are interesting, but I have a lot of short videos. They change how short views were counted. So this might be impacted quite a bit. What I really want to see here is green arrow on the watch time. More people watch, more money I make, more people I help. My mission is accomplished, and all of my videos are on the same topic, Microsoft Copilot. So that's really, 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 really cool. Subscribers, it's cool, but it's a vanity metric, guys. We are at the point of interest media, not social media anymore. Subscribers don't even see your stuff anymore. And maybe I can double down on that. Look at my audience. I will show you here 97% of people watching me are not non-subscribers, right? So the goal with my YouTube channel is to gather the email. Once I get your email, then I can nurture you with my email list, and then I can welcome you into my world and give you value every week. So that's important, guys. Think about subscribers, please. I know it's like flashy for if you want some sponsorships and all of that, but like it doesn't mean anything. And again, like I'm really happy if you want to subscribe to this channel, but what I what I see is like it's not relevant anymore. Revenue, honestly, see, I made 1.5K in 28 days. It always depends of your niche. I don't want to go deep on that. Let me know if you want me to make a video about that. Actually, I might. And what I think is interesting, if you go here in overview, what you can start watching is the last 90 days. You can actually have a look at your views. It gives a trend. Like I'm sure here I had a video that popped, gave me a few more views, and we got 1 million views in the last 90 days. How good is that? How good is that, right? Something I like here is the live count to the right. You can click here on see more, and you can see which videos are still getting views. And what I like to do here, I like to exclude the shorts and the long form because a view from a short is not the same as long form. So I will click here on the filter, content type, videos. Apply, and here I can see which long form is currently getting views in the last 48 hours, and you can have a look like, okay, this video that I reworked the thumbnail, I have a video that I reworked the thumbnail and it's not there. It means that thumbnail didn't really land. But yeah, so you can have a look at which videos perform. You have this on your cell phone as well. You can filter by shorts and long form. So how I really use YouTube Studio though, like I go into analytics again, advanced mode. How I really use it is here the content, and I click on traffic source. I click on traffic source, and that's where I put a filter by content type, and I like to exclude shorts and long form. They're really different. And this is where I see my performance, right? So I really want to know at some point, where are my views coming from, right? Because I am a search based first channel, and my views come from mainly Google search and YouTube search, which are these two traffic source right here. So as you can see, 50% of my views come from search. If you click on external here, you will see that the first one is Google search, right? So that's really, really interesting. The traffic source, I'll let you explore it, but it's really interesting to understand where your viewers are coming from so you can optimize the type of video that you're going to do, and you can mix your content with it. You can make a 3 search video and then 1 browse intended search video, right? These are really different into the packaging that you're going to do. And let me go back here to the traffic source, filter on content type, videos. And what else I could tell you? I mean, you have the watch time, you have the average view duration, you have your click rate. So you can clearly see that the click rate by YouTube search, as I was telling you, is higher when you have a search based video because people are searching for that. So they come with an intention, your video answer to their question, and you click on that, you get there, and much more intention based than a browse video. All right. One thing I like as well is which videos is suggesting your video. So if you click here on suggested videos, you will see that this video right here is suggesting my videos, right? So you can click here, view on YouTube, and gives you an idea. Like all of these videos are co-pilot videos. And what's cool is that my own video that you saw earlier is actually suggesting my other videos. So you're building this library that is actually getting suggested from your competitors, right? This is Kevin Stratford. He has more than 3 million YouTube followers, and he's now one of my friends. I met him in person. We had dinner. That was super fun. So his videos are already suggesting my videos, right? So it can be a strategy at some point where you go see your competitors, which video is currently performing well, and you do your own spin of this video. You don't copy them. You do your own spin of this video, right? And then it's going to suggest some traffic because it's the same topics. And maybe people will prefer your voice. Maybe people will prefer your competitor's voice. All right, I'm getting away from the analytics here. One more thing I want to show you actually. So let me just recap here. You should really optimize your video for first people clicking on it, which means the video idea, which, the impressions. The impressions. Let me just find my video here so I can actually voice over it. There we go. So you will want to first optimize your video idea, which will give you impressions. You will want to make sure you have a great thumbnail, which will drive some click rate, and then make sure the thumbnail and title idea and packaging and hook is all going well together. And this will make your retention goes up, and it will skyrocket. It will compound your video. Lots of people ask me about SEO. I'm just like, don't bother about that. I mean, just a little bit. Make the best video you can, deliver on the title and thumbnail, and everything will go well. All right. So one thing I want to show you here is one thing that I've built because I'm an accountant and I love Excel is how did I call that? I think it's channel analytics. There you go. If you want this template, let me know. I'll put the link down here. But I made some charts where I was really crazy with my subs before my subscribers, and I wanted to see like how many subs per day I was getting, and see here like it was going up, 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 up every time, and how much like days it took me to get 100 subs incrementally. And if this can reassure you, if you're just starting with YouTube, you can see here at first, get my first 100 subscriber took me 51 days. And when I was at only 3,000 subscribers, 2,000 to 3,100 took 10 days only. And now it's probably 2 days. I didn't update that, but I made it quite easy so you can update it. Like if you just write the date here, 2025 0710, and I put 11,000, it should actually, and then we drag the formula, everything should be, you can see that all my charts updated. So I will basically need to update it all the time. But I thought it was super fun. I'm going to hit Control Z really quick. I thought it was super fun to see like my my total days. So it took me 592 days since my first channel started to get to 3,100 subscribers. But again, subscribers don't mean anything. I can share how much I made with my business, but I made more than six figures in the past 12 months with my business alone. Not YouTube AdSense, guys. Not YouTube AdSense, but like every training that I'm selling that people are discovering me on YouTube. So pretty crazy. So I hope this helped you with the matrix. If you want to watch how I make my YouTube videos, from title, hooks, how I make a thumbnail, like actually make it, you watch this video right here. And which video that I just released here? Which one did I just make? I forgot. You can, oh, if you want some thumbnail analysis, the CTR, it's right here. And catch you soon.